Finally.
Oh my God. Celebration. People have missed it today. Welcome.
Thank you. Sorry, I was munching.
Everyone, welcome to Imaging Niger Brands podcast with Dr. Unscripted. I trust you will have a great time. On today's episode, we're having a very wonderful guest join us. Her name is Peace, a very wonderful lady who will be sharing with us her evolving story and her thoughts on the subject matter, experience and case studies and all of that. So stay tuned and do well to invite your friends to join us so this can be more engaging and fun. Welcome to
Thank you very much, Dorcas. Trust you're having a great day too.
Yeah. Tell us about networking for you and how it's a professional.
Thank you very much. I'll begin with saying that networking got me here. I mean, I remember when I met you during the training at LSTF Digital Marketing Training and how we connected from there up till now. And I must say that this is a great thing. The Imagine Niger brands having to bring up individuals to come and talk about their journey, tell their stories and all. So I want to say a very big thank you, Dorcas, for this. So for me, I like to look at networking from two aspects, one the literal and one from my profession as a civil engineer, right? Can you hear me clearly, please? Can you confirm? Okay, great. So networking for me, I just see it as literally a net that is working, and it brings to my mind a fisherman. So a fisherman has a blue ocean, right? A big sea of individuals of fishes, so to speak, and he wants his net to work. Being when he lets down the net, let it catch the real fish that he needs, right? And even when he lets down the net and catch, he still has to do some kind of selection. So he picks the ones that are good and put them in a basin, and then the ones that are not good, he throws them back into the sea. So that's like a picture that comes to my head whenever I hear that word networking. I look at it in the fishing aspect. Another way I look at it again is as a civil engineer, building, building, you cannot start from up to build that. You have to start from the ground to build up, right? So I like to look at networking from those two aspects. Number one, fishing, throwing down your net and let your net be working because it's catching the right fishes. And then the second one is I look at it from the building relationship aspect, and it starts from the very ground level, the foundational things, for it to become an edifice, right? So I look at networking as connecting with people and being truly authentic. For me, that works every time. And when I read books, when I listen to people talk about networking, so the same thing rings true. The importance of being authentic, of meeting people to connect with them, not because of what you want to get from them, but because of you want to connect with them on a more than artificial or superficial basis. So when I look at networking from these views, it helps me to have the proper mindset as regards to networking.
Great. Great. Should there be an approach to networking? Should there be an approach to building connections? Should there be an approach to building relationships for professional growth or personal growth?
Yeah, I would say that without an approach, you would not even know if you are doing it the right way. So there should be an empirical way of checking if you're doing the right thing and if what you're doing is actually yielding the right results. So I like to look at it. I wrote a quote down here, and I want to just pick that up from my notes here. It's from a book I'm reading this month called Business Success Secrets, and it's a lady that coined the idea of the book is bring 34 people together, 34 entrepreneurs together, and they were writing their stories, answering questions in a book. There were 34 authors in that book. For me, I see that book as a networking masterpiece because I mean, bringing these people together to write their thoughts, it's not a small deal, right? But Dr. Tamara did that, and she said something is that the key to a strong network is that you actually have to love people to get to know them. You don't succeed at networking by trying to network. You succeed by loving and caring about people. So I feel that this strategy is just it for me. It's not about networking. It's about you loving and caring about people. So people can tell when you are just being superficial. I mean, hi, good morning, nice to meet you. Hope you enjoy the event, and here is my card. Let's stay in touch. I mean, everybody goes to you, but everybody gets that approach. But what makes you stand out is when you really listen to know the person. And the person says, "Oh, hi, okay." And then when you chat the person or when you reach out to the person, that okay, this was me. That so you're able to connect with the person in more than a superficial way. That the person can recall that experience he had with you in the first time. So first impression matters. Show that you really love and care for the person at that first point, and then make it count going forward. And I feel that that strategy is topping it for me in the networking strategies. Other things I would say is that networking is not only about what you can get out of the relationship. It's also about what you can give to the relationship. So many people go about networking because they want to get something. They need sponsors. They need people on their team. So they are scouting in events. They are on social media looking for what they can get from the network. But then we want to look at it more on the line of what can I give to this relationship? Can you connect this person to someone else he needs? Oh, I see that you are a digital marketer. I know this person, I know this person. Would you like to meet with this person and connect that person to him? That's another strategy that can make you stand out in the person's field of network. Another thing is that one networking is not selling. So I see a lot of brands and all they do in events is okay, so I'm a real estate person, buy properties from me. I'm just meeting for the first time. I mean, who told you I'm even looking to buy properties? So when we want to network, we shouldn't look at it like it's sell. No, just make connections, connect with people more than superficial and build the relationship from there. And those strategies would really work to make the network basically.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
Okay. So, have you ever had any awkward networking experience, or yeah, either in an event or that happened to you or someone else? Any awkward networking experience while trying to connect and all of that?
I don't think anyone will say no to this question, to be real, because yes, no one is perfect yet, right? So we are all still imperfect, and we want to do something but will not always get it right. The one that quickly comes to my mind, I can remember countless of times when I've frozen on the spot. I mean, I want to talk to this person. I've already planned my whole elevator pitch thing and how I want to go meet this person and the goal of being at that place. But I'm in the front of the person and I cannot even move an inch. This happened to me time and again. I remember this, I went for an art exhibition in Lagos State here at Landmark. And when I saw that, it was the founder of Landmark, Mr. Paul Onwanibe, you know him, the lion. He was going to be there. I thought, okay, this would be a great opportunity for me to finally meet him in person. So my mind of going for that event was, I need to meet this man. It's an informal kind of event, and I'm here, and I want to meet with Mr. Paul one-on-one. And I got to the event. I saw him sitting down with people, like a few people, and I was just standing in front and I could not move. I mean, I had rehearsed that I was going to do that. I'm going to meet him finally today, but I could not move that day. And well, I did not beat myself up much. I knew that another opportunity would come. In fact, several others would come in the future. But it just goes through, I just learned from there that you can't force something. For me, I just say that if it doesn't flow for you, it means maybe it's not the right time. There will always be another opportunity to catch the fish or the lion this time around. So I'm like, okay, so that just taught me that okay, maybe not today, but some other time I can also network. So for me, I know that this happens to me. So what I like to do most times is take it off physical and let it go virtual. And one platform that really works so well for me is LinkedIn. So yes, this is a negative experience, right? I'm also going to share a positive experience. I attended an event sometime last year, and there was a guest speaker, someone from the US. She came in. So she's a black American. She came in as a guest speaker at that event. At that event, I could not meet with her one on one, but I took it offline. So I'm trying to say that my networking is more than physical. I can also take it offline. Actually, when I know that I'm the kind of person that freezes when I want to meet someone face to face. So what I did was I reached out to her on LinkedIn. I connected with her on LinkedIn. I told her how I enjoyed what she did, and I added some of my personality in the chat, so it wasn't all dry and all, hi ma'am, I enjoyed your show, I'd like to be in your network. No, I thought that I enjoyed the selfie that she took, because she was on stage and she took a selfie facing as a backing the audience and taking a very big photo. And I pointed that out in the message I sent to her on LinkedIn. Since then we've been connected, and just recently someone else started me up saying that she was referred by that lady to connect with me. So I'm just trying to explain the power of networking here, right? Because I connected with that woman sometime in last year, this year, someone else reached out to me from her that she referred her to me for her to join my network. And right now I have this person as like a personal advisor. As I build and grow in my journey, I can always reach out to her. Her doors are open and I can reach out to how to discuss. So yes, we would have challenges in networking, but we don't want it to stop us. We still want to look for other ways that we are more comfortable in to actually do what we want to do. Just find other ways for your net to work.
Inspiring.
Thank you.
Well, what point in your joining, at what point in your life did you discover the importance of building connections? Like, let's say, while you were in school, or early as a fresh graduate, or after, just.
So I would say that if I had learned the importance of building connections earlier, I would have been further than I am right now, really, because it's something that everyone should learn as early as possible. For me, I learned it some years after school when I began my entrepreneurial journey. After I had done some trainings, some business trainings, and when I've met people, when I've had mentors, and they will just be hammering on the importance of networking, building your brand, and networking people both online and offline. So for me, it was after school when I entered into the business world that I understood the importance of networking. And something always rings in my head, and it's a quote to, let me get if I'll get it. Yes, Robert Kiyosaki. He said, if you want to go somewhere, it is best to find someone who has already been there. So it just shows the importance of networking. You are going somewhere in life, and you don't know, many times you don't know the exact route to take, but there are people that have been there, people that have done that. It will make your journey easier if you can find those people and let them lead you as you go, and that is the very essence of networking. So I feel that it's better for everyone to start networking, not when they are on that journey already, but even before they get there. Find people that have walked on that journey that will lead you as you go, and network intentionally with those ones. So I think that's the better strategy to use.
Wow, great. Thank you so much, Faith. So, there are two challenges we face while trying to network, one of the things, one of the common challenges that young people would think that, or emerging brands, we think that everybody is with an already finished product, kind of delivery is successful, you're likely to be, invisible, that kind of thing. How to maintain authenticity while trying to build connections, knowing that, okay, you're a small brand, and how can you because the big brands, or okay, so how relevant is this person in my space? So how do you maintain authenticity while you're climbing the ladder and building connections?
Thank you for that question, because the what we hear is fake it till you make it. So I don't agree with that, because how long, it's easy to spot a fake, right? So what are you faking? Why should you fake? You're an original. Why become a fake just because you want to connect with someone? So I don't agree with faking it. I agree with bringing out your authentic self in whatever whatever networking strategy you want to use. And still borrowing a leaf from the Tamara example I told you about, Dr. Tamara, she said something again, that you cannot choose which social group you belong to in life, you are born into, but you can okay, let me get that exactly. You cannot choose what social group you're born into, but you can authentically navigate yourself into any circle with a little strategy. The key word for me there is you can authentically navigate yourself into any circle by just using the right networking strategy. So yes, be authentic and know what you want to do. Be intentional about the networks you want to get into, and bring up your authentic game and get it. So just try and keep trying. If you want to go far, go alone. If you want to go far fast, go with others. So find those people that you need to get to where you want to be, and be authentic as you approach them, and let them take you to where you want to be. So authenticity is, you can't even is not you cannot compromise authenticity in networking, because in the long run it will always show. You just have to be authentic in your networking.
About building connections? Are there things I should consider first before, an individual should consider first before saying, okay, let me take this up as a project. I want to expand my network. I want to build more connections to see. Are there things that should be considered first before indulging in that?
Okay. So I would always say begin with why. So the question you should ask yourself if you want to grow your network is, why do you need to grow your network? So when you really answer sincerely why you need that network, do I need more network because I want my business to grow? Do I need that network because I want to get more advisors for my business? Do I need that network because I'm at the point in my career where I'm confused and I need people to guide me through? That would inform who I look for as my network, what I look out for in the qualities of people I look for in the network, and how I can go about getting those people I need. So I believe that starting with why is the most important thing anyone should do in any endeavor they try their hands on, including building their network. So it's important to start with why. Why are you looking to build your network? And the answer varies for different people. So each person will look into themselves. Where are you now? Where do you want to be? And why do you need network to get you from A to B? You get. So that answer, that self-examination would help us to understand how to go about your networking endeavors. One of my mentors would say, build your relationship when there's nothing at stake. And it's important that one does that, because if I meet you in first place and I'm asking you for something, there's a high chance that you won't give me that thing. Yes or no, Dorcas? I mean, if it is there I met you that you asked me let that I should come on this show, I'll be like, oh, that's too salesy. I might not really look at that. But then if I'd had a track record of always checking up on you, of always saying, hi Dorcas, how are you doing from time to time? And down the line I need something and I ask you, you'll be more willing to render that assistance, right? So building a relationship when there's nothing at stake is crucial for everybody, no matter what level of life you are in. Are you a student and need more mentors on board? Are you looking for opportunities in an organization? Build those networks before you even need to ask them for any favors, and that would help us to grow the right network. Another thing I would also say is that it's building a network is not a one-off stuff. It takes time, it takes sincerity, it takes effort. So you cannot be haphazard about it. No. I know people that have an Excel sheet for people actually keep Excel documents of people that they need to check up on every month in their network. It's as serious as that. Some people are not good with remembering to check up on. Okay, some people even take it as far as remembering people's dates of births, saving them on their Google phones, people's special occasion, maybe wedding anniversaries. These are ways you can imprint yourself in people's heart as their network. So when everybody else is just sending them random messages and you take it the extra mile of checking up on them on their special occasions, special celebrations, you would climb up the ladder in their social mind. You get what I'm saying now? So I feel that one has to put in the effort, the time, and the sincerity that it takes to actually build network, and just be assured that one day it will pay off. It might not be the first, second, or third person you've built network with, but eventually down the line, you would see the benefits of the network you're building.
Wow, interesting. Thank you. Interesting explanation, but I'm sure you will it's very easy. Okay, so I think ways that one can engage is because of connecting whether it's successful or it's not just worth the effort.
Can you say that again, please? I'm struggling with network here.
Okay. Are there tangible ways to improve the success of your network or relationships?
Tangible ways to review. I think you just know when it's working and when it's not working. I mean, if you have been trying, doing all what is in the books and doing all what your mind tells you you should be doing on your part, and the person is still giving you the cold shoulder, you can only try for so long, right? And then it depends on how bad you want this person. So it's on you to choose, is this working for me? Is this particular connection worth the continued investment of my time and energy of networking? And you can never tell when someone will have a change of mind. You can never tell what would actually make that person have a change of mind toward you. So I would say we should keep on knocking. Let's go back to the Bible. I mean, keep on knocking, keep on seeking, keep on finding. So we should just keep on doing our endeavors and networking. And to measure your success, mm, I wouldn't say there's an exact empirical way to say yes, I've done 100% networking. I wouldn't say there's an exact KPI that one can use to measure his networking efforts, but per individual, you can decide what works for you. So if I say I want to grow my contacts to 100, if the KPI, let's say we say 5 people in a room want to grow their contacts to 100, I might go about it a different way. One person might go about sharing cards and collecting numbers, but has he really built connection with those 100 people? But I might decide that, okay, I might not get to 100. I just need 20 genuine connections. And I mean, that's really what we are here for, right? Getting the genuine and the real network. So different strokes for different folks. Know what works for you. Know your why, and build from there. And I feel that would work for each individual.
Speaking of network connections, you are the intentional LinkedIn growth coach.
Right, I try.
Tell us, tell us about the importance of an optimized social media presence or social media page. Is that the right term to use? I don't know. So,
Yeah.
being on the right social media platform for emerging Niger brands.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that question. So, like I said earlier, everyone has to go back and do some introspection. Why are you building your brand? Your why will determine what platform you should use as your megaphone. Okay, this is gotten from one book I read last year. Simon Sinek Starts With Why. He spoke about building a megaphone, and everybody literally is building some kind of megaphone. So, are you building a business? You're actually building a megaphone for the product or service you are selling. When you know your why, it's like at the beginning part of your megaphone, and it extends, your message would be booming from that part of why, and you would know what channels you're using to share your message to others. So for me, I picked LinkedIn because I'm building a professional brand as a real estate professional, building my startup open house, and I decided to pick LinkedIn because that's where people I want in my network are actually. I'm not saying that everybody has to be on LinkedIn. For some individuals, it works on different platforms. Some could be Facebook, some could be Twitter, some could be Instagram. But when you understand your why, you pick the right network that would follow the message that you are booming in the megaphone. So beginning with why would help inform what platform that you're using for your networking purposes. And then whatever platform you choose, show up as your authentic self. I mean, show up the way you are in your day-to-day activity, because eventually you might have to meet with these persons one-on-one. It will not be nice to have a what I ordered versus what I got scenario in real life stuff. So the way you chat, the way you talk online, let it be the same way you are as a person. And that way people can actually connect with you, connect with your story, connect with your progress, even online too. So
Wow, incredible. Thank you. Are there final words you have? If you have traditional words you have for the listeners, the viewers, for, you know, yeah, their connections, joining, building connections, and all of that. Are there any final words?
I'll just end with the fact that no man is an island, so you can never go wrong with deciding to build your network. I understand that it's a lot of work. It might not be easy. You might not be seeing results immediately, but please keep at it. People are watching. They actually, you might be surprised that the people that are even watching you while silently, I'm surprised at how much they're actually following your journey. So just keep doing what you do, be authentic, be intentional, be genuine, and 100 closed doors before 101. When that one door opens, it would never close back. So it will just keep on leading you to a wider vista, to the next level, and so on. So keep building your network, and you would surely reap the advantages in no time.
Wow, it's an incredible session.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Phoebe. Such an amazing time with you. Thank you for taking out the time to be on this study. It's not easy. Thank you.
Yeah, it's an honor too. Thank you to Dorcas.
Don't take this for granted at all. I'm sure the viewers are going to communicate, they are going to engage with the content, and they are going to reach out for questions. So, is there anyone who can reach you, and the services you provide? What kind of problem can you solve for the viewers in case you want to connect with you?
Okay, so I'm very active on LinkedIn, so you can reach out to me. My name is Peace Adetutu Ezeafulukwe on LinkedIn. Currently, I'm building a real estate startup that is building a community of those that love Africa, because I believe that the future is Africa. So I'm trying to grow a community that would provide that Africa centered real estate investment advice, real estate investment community for young ones here in Africa to invest back home, because I mean east or west, home is best. So we need to build back better. So that's what I'm working on with Open House as my megaphone. And so yeah, so you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to connect and share my story with you. And I'm very chatty, as you can tell already. So I'll be happy to chat, I'll be happy to network, and yes, LinkedIn it is. So let's connect really. Thank you.
One person that can respond to you despite a hectic schedule, not saying, oh, I'm this almighty and all of that. She's that, despite she's a she's a big woman. Don't mind
Please,
her.
please.
Simplicity. I really admire this about you. Please, you're incredible.
Thank
Keep doing
you.
what
Thank you, Dorcas. Thank you, Dorcas. All right. Thank you.
you do on today's episode. We trust you'll find this very educative. Please do well to engage with us by dropping us a comment, and we will do well to respond. So some other time, anticipate the next episode. Bye for now. Hello, please, to talk on WhatsApp.
Yeah, bye.